So good. I will record the session. My team will create a YouTube link and I'll send you over after the meeting. Great. So Pixier is integrated with the Cloudbed. So, this is a bidirectional integration, as with your other software. And we are hosting all of our data on AWS, Amazon Web Services, and we are hosting in US for our American customer. So it will be hosted in US for you. Everything is in the cloud, so you don't have to install nothing on your computer. So you can just use the URL and connect, when you want, where you want. So, you can be on the beach and you can log to your account. And we do have apps for Apple or Android. So you can download the app. There is no fees for the app as well. So, you can download, you can use, and it's pretty easy for like that. Our software, we are adding new feature constantly. So, based on our customer requirement, we are, adding some features and, we are always there also to help you. Our support is included and free and it's 24 by 7. So you have a problem, you have a question, you can just go on. I will just look here and there is a support ticket. You can click and it's opening, a page and you just type your message and you submit and my team will receive. You can also send us an email if you prefer. There is no problem, but we are always there and there is no fees for that. And our online training is included and free as well. So, you have a question, you contact us, and it can be sometimes a 5-minute call, just, okay, I don't remember how to create a new menu. I would like to change my offer. So, you contact us and we will set up a call with me, with my colleague, with the support team. Somebody will train you how to do it. And for sure, at the beginning, you have a full training, with me or my colleague, and we will train you on how to use the software. And yes, we are always not too far from you if there is anything. I cannot and help you for that, but we are always happy to help you here. So I will go between few accounts. Why? Because I have an account link with Cloudbed. I have some account, with more event, with more data. So, we will go switch back and forth because I don't have all the features enabled in every account. So this is why in one single account, your account, everything will be in one. You won't have to go back and forth. Also, we are doing demo and in different languages. So if you are seeing something else than English, don't worry. Okay, this is demo account. This is the reason why. So what you are adding here, this is the event planner. This is where you will see all of your venue and all the events that you have. I will go on that one because I have more event. So the system can handle the number of meeting rooms that you need. If you have one meeting room, there is no problem. And I have some customers with more than 50 meeting rooms and they can handle with the system without any problem. So there is no limit on our side. We will configure as many rooms that you need and we are charging based on the meeting room. So, you don't pay an extra price for if you have only one meeting room and same thing, you can add as many as you need. You want to add more, there is no problem. We will adjust the price based on the meeting rooms that you want to add. Okay. Okay, no problem. So, here I have 4 and here I don't know how many I have, but a lot here. So, and the system can also display in 3 different views. Okay, you have the weekly view. The weekly view is starting today and you have the total of 7 days. And you have the daily view. On the daily view, you will have the list of your meeting room, but you will see when an event is starting, when the event is ending. And on the monthly view, you will have the whole month. The monthly view, we have two different views. We have in like that in the calendar, and we have something I don't have in that account. But this is like the weekly view. You have the list of your meeting room, but it will be split for the whole month here. So you will have an overview of all of your event for the whole month. So the monthly view is available in that two different ways. You just need to decide which one you would like to have in your account. The little number in the corner, this is the number of bedroom for that specific event. So in that event, I have 5 bedrooms. Here, that event, I don't have any bedroom assigned. So this is a feature. It's not mandatory. It's a setting, yes or no, if you want to display the number of bedroom in that contract. So if you don't have in your account at first, this is because my team didn't enable, you just need to ask. The color code on the calendar are based on the contract statuses. This is a configuration in the account. We will set what you need. So for example, I have some in that account, and if I am switching to my other one, this is different color, this is different name that we can use. So we will set the name that you need, and we will set the color that you want. After that, you can edit, okay? There is no problem. Edit the name, you have to do it at the beginning because it will affect all of your contract under that contract status. But you can change the color and you can add more contract status, if this is something that you want. If you are clicking on one specific contract status, you will see only the contract under that status. So if you want to see only the proposal, if you want to see only the confirm one, this is possible, pretty easy. The system will manage your double booking. So if you want to allow or not double booking. So for example, you can send 2 proposals for 2 different customers for the same day. So you can allow that, but you don't want to allow double booking at the confirmed status because you don't want to have any problem. So it's possible to set it that way. And in your meeting room, we can also manage your merge room. So for example, I have my all 1, my all 2, and my all 1, 2 here. So I have 2 small alls that I can merge in one big all. Is it something that you have on your side? Yeah. Yes. So the system will handle it, okay? With the configuration, we will make sure that if the all 1 is booked, my big all will be not available for that period of time. But my other small all is still available because, this is the small one is still available. So the system will make sure that all your merged all will be set properly. And when you book the big one, the 2 small one won't be available and so on. Great. So I will switch to my Cloudbed account. So the integration is bidirectional. So once you are creating a customer in Pixier, it's going to be pushed in Cloudbed. You can import a customer profile from Cloudbed in Pixier. You will be able to book your reservation, your accommodation from Pixier, and it's going to be live data from Cloudbed, and all of the revenue will be pushed to the PMS as well. So if you want to add a contract, pretty easy. You can select, the day and the all you want to make a reservation, or you can just click on add a contract. If you want to add, in the future, for example, you receive a call for July 2027 and on the 19th, so you will be able to access the calendar and you see you have all of your alls are available. I can also click on add a contract. Yes, there is a lot of tabs. This is to make it simple. You'll see you will be able to create a whole contract in just few clicks. Why we added a lot of tabs? This is to just few steps every time, and you make sure you don't forget anything. So the first thing you have to do is, do my customer is having a profile in Pixier? So you can, type the first letters of the first name, family name, or the company if this is a B2B. So my customer is already created. I can just click on it and my customer will be assigned to my contract. You can retrieve in the PMS. You can retrieve a group or a guest. And if you type the first letter and submit, the system is going in Cloudbed right now. And it's going to go and check the information. I have a lot of profile in Cloudbed. This is why it will take, sometimes to retrieve the data. But you will see them pretty shortly here. So you have, all the customer who are assigned to the name, and you can just create a contact. So if there is already, a customer created, you just want to import the contact, it's possible, or you can import the whole customer. So when you import, the system just import the customer profile. So it's really both ways. Yes, you will be able to create the profile in Pixier if the customer is either in Pixier or in Cloudbed. So you will be able to set the customer profile. The mandatory field, this is a configuration in the account. You can say, okay, I want to have the country, but I don't want to have the zip code. It's possible. This is a setting in the account. We will also set your customer type. So this is a setting in the account. We will set the customer type that you need. Like that, you will be able to create some reports and you can assign some discount at some customer type level. So for example, you have a VIP and you want to give them a discount of 15% of the food. So it's possible to set it and the discount will be applied automatically. If a customer, you don't charge them tax, so no taxable customer, so no tax going to be added. So this is a configuration. We will set what you need. You can use the customer source as well as the industry. This is field. You don't have to use all of them, okay? If you don't want to use the source and the industry and add the information later, it's possible. But we can all set your account with all the information at first too. This is your choice. For a customer, you can have multiple contacts. So you will be able to create as many contacts as you need assigned to that customer. The system will give you an overview of how much money that customer brought to your business. I will go in here. I have more data. So you will see how many confirmed contract, the proposal, the last one, and you will have the information on a donut. And the system, you can send customer feedback and you will see the answer of the customer just right here. You will be able to retrieve all the contract the customer did with you based on some filter. You can add some custom field. You can keep some attachment at the customer level. You can add some notes on the customer level, and an audit, you will see every changes inside the customer profile. We have audit at the customer level and at the contract level. So you will see who made the changes, the date and the time, and if this is a change of the value, you will have the old value and the new one. So we all make mistakes. I didn't change the good, so you will have the old value to put it back. So you have your customer here. This is the only thing. We check, do the customer exist in Pixier? No. Is it existing in Cloudbed? No. So you will just create the customer here. The contract status, this is, the color code that we seen on the calendar. This is your different contract status. It's possible when you cancel or, you lost a contract, it's possible to set some cancellation reason. So you can set all of these and the system, okay, in November, you had 4 cancellation and all of them were because the price was too high. So you can adjust your price. So the cancellation reason are set in the account based on your requirement. So I have my confirm. We can set different policy remarks. So I don't know how you work on your side, if you are having one policy and with every event type inside, or some customer are splitting for wedding, corporate, they can have different policies. So only that information will be printed. So we can set all of them in the account, and after setting them up, we can name it. So in that account, for example, birthday, wedding, conference, corporate event. So we will name the way you want. So your team will know, okay, if I am selecting the number 4, it's because it's wedding. So it's going to be displayed here. Yes, I will just go here. Perfect. So my customer, my contract status, my policy remarks, and we will go on the event. This is where we will book our venue. So you have the list of your venue and the date you want to have your event. We will set the time, the event type. This is a configuration in the account. We will set the event type that you need, and we will set your setup style. The system can manage your capacity based on the hall and the setup style. So in Milan, in classroom, you have a maximum 10 guests, for example, and you want to add 12 guests. So the system can not check the capacity. It's possible to open a window just to let you know you're outside of your capacity. Do you want to proceed? Or it can block. Most of our customers are selecting the second option. They want to have a warning, but they want to be able to proceed, but it's possible to block it as well. So I will put my number of guests, and we will set the capacity for every setup style for every hall. So you can have different capacity based on the setup style. On the hall rate, you can have different prices set in the account, weekend, weekdays, hourly, and you will have the list here. But you can also change the price manually, and when you save, your meeting room is now blocked. So if we are going on November 23, you will see your reservation here for 10 guests. You can always edit the event, so you're going and you can go and make some changes. On a single contract, you can add multiple events. It can be on the same day or different days. There is no limitation. If I will book for the 25th, for example, so I have 2 events on a single contract. It's also possible to copy. So I have my event on the Milan room. I can copy, for example, 2 more days. And I just created recurring reservation for the 24th and here the 25th. So you will have all the information. Yes, you copied, but you will be able to edit. So for that event, they will stay longer. So we copied the event, but in fact, that one in the middle on the 24th, I just made some changes. We can create and assign some tasks for an event. So for example, the room cleanup, it's a task I want it to be done for the 23rd of November at 9, and I can update and I can assign the task to some of my colleagues. So I don't have other colleague in that account, but if I was having other, I could see the one who are booked also. And when you assign, you update, and now the user will receive a notification telling him that they have to do that task. We do have also a timeline. This is, more than a BEO. This is a step-by-step of an event. This is, we can, enable our template, and after that you can customize them. Here, this is a wedding ceremony, okay? This is a basic, and after that you will customize it. So the customer wants to move some section. This is a drag and drop. You can also delete, you can add some lines, so you will be able, to really customize the timeline. You will add some text, some comment. You can say at what time that has to be completed, and you can decide who will see the information. Would it be only on the function sheet for the team, only on the contract for the customer or both. So you can decide and you really can customize it. The system will also give you the possibility to add packages. So the way the system is built, we will create all of your F&B in the account. We will make all the menu category. This is, the content, the container, and the menus are the content. So for example, you have your breakfast, and this is all of your breakfast. In the breakfast, we will set, the price. We can add some details, if this is a selection. For example, you have a main course and you have three choices, the beef, the pork, and the lamb. So it can be set in the account. And after that, when you add to the event, you just need to select what the customer wants. It can be also a description of the menu. We will also set your inventory. So in your inventory, I will go my audio system. In every item, you can decide if you validate the inventory or not. So like that, no validation. So the system will let you add as many as you want. It can be a warning, negative quantity, or do not allow negative quantity. So like that, if you have 5 in stock, the system, if you want to add a sixth one, you didn't know that the other 5 were already assigned to an event. So the system can open a window, you cannot add. And we have a report, okay, which item is where. So you can say, okay, they have 4 there. Maybe I can go and ask them to give me one. So this is possible. And yes, after setting up your inventory, your F&B, we will set the package. So every package will be set with the price, and we will say, okay, every item within that package, all of that F&B and all that service is going to be added. So, this is set up, and after that, it's so easy to add your package. You have the selection of your package, you have the price, and based on the number of guests in the event selected, the system will display, but you can change, the price, you can change the quantity. When you add to the event, your package is now added. You can add multiple packages for a single event, and you can add package to multiple events same time. When you have a package, you have the name of the package displayed here, and you have your button who is turning green. So the three other event, there is no packages, so the button is still blue. So here we added our package and we booked our meeting room. On the F&B part, so I have here my event and I have some F&B added because it's coming from my package. So I have the name of the item and the name of the package. So if I have many packages in a single event, I will see which item is coming from where. You can also add some à la carte items, so you can just go and select the menu you want to add. You can add on multiple events same time, and you can build a custom package from that screen also. And when you copy the event, you have your menu who are now added. So pretty easy to add your different F&B. I will go in that one now to show you the menu selection. So when I have a selection to do, I have the list here and I can delete the selection or I can keep the selection the fastest way for you. When there is a description, you will have the information here, but you can also go and edit. So you can just make some changes, remove some text, so that will be printed. It's also possible to add items. So for example, the customer wants to have some nuts. You can add manually, so the customer will be happy. And it's also possible to print a seated menu. This is, the items are going to be served during the event. So you have all of your F&B here. There is some group item. You can delete many menus sometimes. You can copy from an event to another one. You can move from an event to another one. So, you can make a lot of moves from that screen. Every menu, you will be able to change the information. You don't want to have 10 of that, you want 8, and the price would be $5 instead of 4, and you want it to be served at the 7:10 and complete at 8. So all the information now, it's going to be displayed on your different document, the function sheet for the team, and on the contract. So you can really customize all of your F&B. On the services, this is your inventory. So we have one item coming from our package, and this is the list of the inventory, and this is a drag and drop, so you can just go and add your different items to your different event. On the bedroom, this is the good part. Now this is to the connection with the PMS. So based on the event date, the system is selecting the check-in and the checkout. But you can decide to change it without any problem. When you add the reservation, it's the data from Cloudbed now. So you have your room type, you have your description. So based on the room type, I will have other availability here. The rate, the availability, this is information coming from Cloudbed. When I click on reserve, I can book as many bedrooms as I need. And I have, my number of guests. If I want to add another one, here it's maximum 2. So the system won't let me, but I can add another children if I want. When I submit, it's going to go and book the bedroom in the PMS. So my bedroom now are pushed in the PMS. I didn't go out from Pixure. I manage everything from Pixure itself. I didn't go in Cloudbed. I can create some blocks. So I can add some club. I have the group code. I will just put test. I have my different rate. I have my start date. So for example, until the 10, my release date, the 30. When I add my block is now there, and I will be able to add my bedroom inside my block. So, and after that, you manage the block from the PMS. We do have a brand new feature we just added. This is the rooming list. The rooming list we were having this, it was an Excel document, but it wasn't that user friendly, and it's you send to the customer, they need to fill, it's not that clear. The rooming list here, it's a link, and that link can be added to the proposal. So the customer will be able to click on the link, and this is the reservation. They will be able to fill the information here and submit. So they will be able to submit many times. On your side, we'll just go out and come back. I will just wait. And now we know we received one name on the list. So on your side, you will be able to see the list and have information. Okay, it's pretty late and I didn't receive the name, so do a follow-up with the customer. And the customer will be able to, okay, I have 2 names, I will add. And if there was more than one bedroom, bedroom type, you will see all of them here, so you can have a lot of information, and you will be able to see follow-up. You add some bedroom, the customer will see on his side, so it's pretty amazing. And once the list is completed, you just upload the rooming list to the PMS, so it's going to be pushed to the PMS. So on your side, if the customer is calling you, you can just go and access the link and update from your side, but the customer can update on their side. You receive everything, you upload the list, and everything is done. So it's very good feature we just added, and it can be added to the proposal, so you don't need to send the link like that. So you have your different bedrooms. So right now your contract, your invoice, your function sheet, and your proposal are done. On the proposal, we do have different proposal template. This is a custom document that we are creating for you and with you, okay? So this is your picture, your text we will create in the account. So this is, some sample. And here I am in link to a European account. This is why I have that. You won't have on your site, don't worry. And that one is in French, but it's a very good looking document in my opinion. So you have, this is clear, this is some picture, and you have the total of the event, and the customer will be able to e-sign the document. So the contract will open. I will switch on that one. So the customer, I don't know if I selected a good one. Yes. So it's another sample. You have the detail of the event, and where is my, okay, confirm here to sign. So the customer will be able to sign here. I just wanted to see another one. No, I don't like that one. I will go there. Let's see if I have one with the link who is still valid. So when the customer is ready, they will go on the e-sign button, and this is the contract who is opening on the screen with all the details of the event. You have your legal terms added, and the customer. Here we have many places with the initial. This is your choice. It can be many places with initial or only the signature at the end. They will be able to select their style, draw their signature, or upload it. When they click on finish, the contract is now signed. So you have your e-sign document. The customer will be able to print. You could receive an email, and you will be able to access the signed document from the contract itself. So if there is anything you want to change, you will have the information just right here. On the contract itself, it's possible to send it without the proposal. So this is your legal terms, on the contract, and the customer can sign it directly. It's possible when the customer is signing the contract or the proposal to update the contract status by itself. So because they signed, so they accepted the contract. So it's possible to change from proposal to confirm, for example, without you doing it. Every email can be set in the account, so you can have different email templates set, and you can decide, and every time you are sending an email, you can do it from the account itself. Maybe it's not set in here. I will just go in that one. So when you are sending an email, I will just send. So I have here my email who is sent, and I have the information that I sent the email. So you will have, all the email tracking from the contract itself. On the invoice, this is your invoicing. We do have different invoice template. This is all the amount, from the event. You can have also some service charges. All of your tax will be set in the account. And we do have integration with some credit card companies. So when you have an integration, it's not working here because this is a demo account. We don't accept any payment here. But if you click here, the customer will be able to pay. Here it's not working, as I said, because we don't need to receive any payment, and we don't want to have any problem with it. So this is why it's disabled, but it will open the page to pay. You don't need the integration with a credit card company. You can update your payment by yourself also. So we can set all of your payment type, and you receive a deposit, for example, of $500. So you can update manually. So you have your payment here, and your deposit can be sent to a reservation or a AS account in Cloudbed. So I have many reservations. So this is why here and sync my payment. So my payment is now synced. And all of my charges can be sent to my PMS, so I can push all the data from my different event to the PMS. So all my PMS is my central, software who is managing all the different revenues. So everything can be pushed. The invoicing, we can have some payment plan. It can be automatic or manual. So this is installment. For wedding, for example, it's mostly wedding, this is big amount, and okay, you want a 20 percentage at the signature, 40 percentage 6 months before the event. So the system, that date can be configured in the account with the percentage, and the system can compute the date and compute the amount the customer will have to pay. That information can be printed on the different document. And when this is an automatic entry, the system can send some reminders to the customer. So, okay, you didn't pay, so this is the invoice you have to pay. So you can create manually. Manually, you cannot have reminder set, auto reminder. You can set manual reminder if you want, but once it's set, it's pretty easy. You can manage some bill, you can split, you can add some discount in percentage or in amount. So for example, you can give a discount of 50% of that all and a $50 on that one. So the discount will be displayed on the invoice. So the customer will see, okay, that she gave me some discount. So they will be happy. On the function sheet, we do have different templates available, so you can select between different templates. And this is, all the information your team needs to get ready for the event. So that one is pretty basic function sheet, but you have all the information, and you can have the information about the accommodation. And on that one, this is a complete different template of the function sheet. You have more information. So as I said, you can decide between a list of function sheet. We have some templates with price, some template without prices, and it's possible, to change the name of that section and create some information. So you can have some templates created in the account. You import from the database, and after that, you can just go and edit. You can add information, you can highlight some section. So now I just added, information on my function sheet in just a few clicks. The function sheet can be sent by email, and we do have also the function sheet available online. I don't know if your team is there. It's a pretty big step for all the team, because people are so used to paper, using a tablet to check their function sheet. It's a big step, but when they are doing it, they are pretty happy, because if I am making any changes in that account, in that event, it's going to be reflected automatically here. So you don't have to print 10 times the function sheet because there is changes at the last minute. It's going to be available here. This is, the one of the main point. But I know this is not easy, that big steps to do. So it's you can still print, you can print the function sheet directly from the contract. And we do have also, in a report, a batch printing. In the batch printing, you can have different template of function sheet. In that one, I have batch printing here. So I have more templates available. So you can decide which template of BU you want. If you want to print, for example, all of your function sheet from November 24 for 7 days, so you will be able to see all the events. You can decide to print all of them or some of them and print them. So, there is many ways to print the function sheet. If I am coming back on my contract, I will have the audit. It's an old contract, that one. I will go here, it's easier. Every changes inside the contract will be displayed. It's all old event. I don't know why. So here I will go all to see. So I don't have a lot of data. Every changes inside the event will be captured. Like in the customer profile, now this is at the contract level, so you will see everything. So same thing, there is a mistake, you will have the information. You do have some automatic or manual reminders. So on the manual reminders, you need to create them inside the event, and the customer can be included or not in the loop. So if you want to send some information to the customer, it's possible. It can be just internally with your team also. So if I am coming back on the contract, it's possible to copy a contract. So I will just add another event here just to have two. So if I am copying my contract, I will copy. I will decide which section I want to copy and the new date. So right now I just created the brand new contract with my two event and with my packages. So I copied everything that I wanted. So like that, you can, duplicate a contract pretty easily. It was me, the first contract, but that contract, it will be somebody else. It will be Jake. So I copied my event, but I assigned it to another customer. We do also have recurring event. On the recurring event, you can decide, okay, a customer is coming once a month for 6 months. They want to do their corporate meeting, for example. So you can decide the frequency. You want to duplicate the contract. You want, for example, for 6 months, and you want to keep the same all. So I have two events inside that contract. You can decide which event you want to duplicate. It can be both of them. If you want, I will just select one. The section you want to duplicate, it can be on an exact day, so you will select the day of the month, or it can be a weekday, so you can decide, the first Monday of the month. There is no problem. I will go here and I will start on March 26th. My alls are available, and I just create a duplicate reservation in just few clicks. So it's pretty easy, and go and create the contract here. We do also have a lead management inside the software. This is your CRM. It can be your customer or your pure lead, and you will be able, to add some information on the lead. This is set up in the account. You will be able to create some custom field, and you will be able to create some task. When you create some task, you will be able to say a due date, and you and your team will be able to update the status, and the system can send a reminder. So for example, the task has to be done on December 1st. On the 25th of November, the system can send a reminder to the user who is assigned to that task. The user will be able to see all the tasks here. They will be able to see, all the completed one too if they want. So if I remove the completed, I will just see the ones who are still active, but I will be able to have the information, and you can have some report also on that. On the customer feedback side, all of your past event, confirmed one, can be pushed here, and you will be able to send, I will just go last 3 months. I thought I was having one, maybe I didn't have. So you will be able to send from the system, the customer feedback, and when you send, you will have the information, and the customer will receive a form that we are creating for you, and you have, the customer will fill it. Once it's filled, you will receive, and you will be able to see the answer, and the system will summarize the information. So the answer we received last month or the last 6 months. So for example, also we do have some, it's here, online booking module. So this is if you want the customer to be able to book online. So if the customer wants to do an event on the November 22 for 10 guests at 8 a.m. for 4 hours, they will see your available all. And when you click on submit, it will only be the alls who are available for that day and that number of guests. So, if I was having 100 guests, I wouldn't see that meeting rooms because it's outside the capacity. And if you want, this system can give you the possibility to let the customer buy some packages, F&B and services. So they will be able to, to create and add, their F&B, so it can be set in the account. If you don't want to have a full online booking engine, it can be just an online lead form. This is a customer in the US. This is the lead form here we created for them. And that one, this is a customer in UK. The lead form is completely different, but this is, the information just right here. So we created, both form with the customer, but you can decide what is the best for you. And the online request will come under here, and you will be able to go and import a customer profile and import even if this is the full online booking engine. On the reporting side, we have more than 170 reports right now. We can add as many reports as you want, okay? So you want some reports, you need them, we will enable in your account. Also, if you want a report and we don't have, you can ask, okay, I want a report with that field, and we can create for you. Yes, it has to be fields coming from the account, but yes, as long as we have the data, we are able to create a custom report for you. So under reporting, for example, the account receivable by event date, I will be able to, on every report, to have some date filter, and I can, import. I will go on that one. Account receivable by event date. I will take that one here and here. So I have the split of every revenue and the total. So based on the date, it can be, in the future, in the past, and every report you will be able to export as Excel or CSV. And we do have, some dashboard on your cell and dashboard on the sales comparison. I will go on that one, sales comparison. This is this year. Oh, I have some problem with that, my report here. I will send you a, yes, no, this is that one. Yes, this is the room sales. It wasn't the good one. So this is all of your different sales based on the event type and the meeting room. So you can have some dashboard, and also for all the reports, you can have them here, and we will enable as many as you need. And our support is included and free. So you're happy with what you're seeing. So I could send you a custom quote if you would like to, and I will send you the video of that session. You said at first that you were having 6 meeting rooms. Am I correct? So I can send you, the a quote for the 7, and you will have, the information. And yes, so we can start from there, and I will send you the quote by today or maximum tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.